No genetically modified crops will be legalized in Uganda. The bill aimed at their legalization was rejected by President Yoweri Museveni. GMO or no GMO in Uganda? Now this is a focus of today's Grand Angle.
Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni has rejected a bill that would legalize commercial production of genetically modified crops. The move is a reversal of government's earlier support for scientists to take genetically modified crops to farmers. Hibra Kakande is counting losses. When the fall army worm hit central Uganda mid-last year, his garden was not spared. The pest attacked more than 20 districts in Uganda.
I had planted 1.5 acres of maize. I was expecting to harvest 8 bags, but pests destroyed my crops. I harvested only 3 bags. I was expecting 400,000 Ugandan shillings, but I earned only 150,000 Ugandan shillings.
Ugandan scientists say they have a solution. They have created a genetically modified maize variety. The variety is resistant to the fall army worm and drought.
They are able to give you the yields you want. They are able to fight the diseases for which they have been improved, and also to withstand environmental conditions for which they are improved. And at the end of the day, you'll still be able to have the food you're looking for, food at your table, and also improve your income.
At this research farm, another genetically modified crop is under trial. Scientists here say that this banana is high yielding and resistant to the banana bacterial wilt. Also, its nutritional value is higher than the indigenous variety. This research has been going on for more than a decade.
What threatens our food security is mostly pests and diseases. The world over, pests and diseases are a problem. And as we've developed methods, conventional methods of fighting diseases, the diseases have also learned our ways and transformed into more difficult pests. With this law in place, we are going to use new methods to combat the problem. So we will have better food security because we will be in tighter control of pests and diseases which ravage our crops.
The Ugandan Parliament last year passed a bill to support genetically modified technology. But President Yoweri Museveni has refused to sign the legislation into law. Museveni says that genetically modified crops might lead to a demise of indigenous crop varieties which could threaten food security. Activists opposed to genetically modified crops have welcomed his decision.
Because we've heard that it will increase yield, it will solve all our problems, but I don't actually think so. I think that this technology should be regulated. There should be penalties for people who bring in GMOs that will work or will not work. Because we've seen in other countries where GMOs actually have not worked and they have no fallback position. They have to go to court.
Genetically modified crops are controversial in many parts of the world. While some countries heavily restrict them, others have completely rejected them. For farmers like Kakande, the traditional means of boosting productivity remain the only option. And for the scientists, the wait for legislation could take even longer.